Okay, so I guess I could probably elaborate a little bit as to where Teresa found the camera, or how it got where it was, or why it was even there. So the camera was found in her car. Yep, in her car. Now, I looked in that car, and I swore that it was in there, and I remember how it got there, because what was going on was my wife and I were going to go check some fields, wheat straw, and I know exactly where I was at too when it happened. Oh, my ears need to pop. Anyway, she was in the door leaning into the car, and I came up behind her and grabbed her and attacked her, and she was squealing and carrying on, and just having some fun with my wife. No hanky panky, just a little fun. And this camera was in my back pocket. Now, this is not the mount, but it's similar. I have a magnet on mine instead of this silly suction cup that doesn't work. But this will hook into the back of my pocket, so I'll just hang it, and the camera would stay right about here on the thing. And it just fell. It didn't fall off. I noticed that it was there, so I took it and I threw it onto the floor in the car to finish torturing my wife. And well, apparently it didn't fall on the floor. It actually bounced around in there, ended up stuck, because it's a magnet, up and underneath the passenger seat. Even though I tore that car apart, it was there. So it must have bounced and bing and stuck, and of course then I couldn't find it. That is it? No. Anyways, I couldn't find it. So Teresa was cleaning her car. I don't know why. I guess she just felt like cleaning her car, and lo and behold, I get this photograph. I found this camera. And I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it. I was ecstatic. So anyways, upon looking at the footage on the camera, I'm like, God, there's just nothing on this camera. There's just a few short things. Some of the footage that you saw yesterday was what was on the camera. But that's it. Then it dawned on me. I had changed out the SD card in that thing. And I posted that, and I put it in the motorhome. And it was just this small little, here it is, this guy right here. This is what those GoPros take, these. And there is some pretty good footage on here, going through wheat fields and stuff like that. But I know that you guys aren't really too interested in that sort of thing. I mean, the straw job's a straw job. It's done. It's over with. But I do have some pretty decent footage of us actually going, at least a little bit. I had a lot more of us all going, and for the love of God, I have no idea where it's at. It's gone. It's just like it's gone. So whether it was on a camera, like whether it was on the, what do you call it, camera? And I could probably pull that up because I'm here. I on the Olympus camera, because I knew I had done some Olympus camera footage, and I'm going through it right now. I just don't see it. You know what I found? I found snow. Snow. Does anybody want to be reminded what it's going to be like in like 3 months? Because it's July. We got August, September, October, November, December. So, like 5 months, and then it'll be back to that. So if you really want to watch what it's going to be like, the struggles are real, kind of a thing. I had a beard at the time. I need to shave now. I didn't do it yesterday. What the hell is that? But there's snow. Loading hay in the snow. But for the most part, this lost camera, there really wasn't as much on there as I thought there was. At all. So that's it. I mean, that's the story. I got putting oil in the thing. I got, what is this? That was Cody blowing the baler off. Oh, I've got more mud. More stuck in the mud. If you want to see that, we could do that. So what I'll do is I will throw some footage up of what I was doing. This last video is just basically some mud. And and then some the stack wagon in operation as I go across the field. Now, the unfortunate thing is I should have turned the camera around the other way, and I did at one point, but I should have turned it around a little bit farther because you go across these fields, and North Carolina soil is really weird. It'll be like solid 6-8 inches down, maybe, yeah, 6 inches down, would be vertical tillage machine depth. They're not ripping this soil. I think they need to rip this soil. It's my personal opinion. I don't know if it's the right choice to do, but they go with these vertical tillage machines and they tear it up on the top, and they go like hell, and then, it looks like a smooth seed bed. But I don't know if anybody's ever seen, and I know North Carolina soil is sandy, but if you've ever seen like where somebody has gone with a moldboard plow, that's why I'm a firm believer in chisel plowing over moldboard plowing. No-till farming is a practice that will take 5 years before you actually get rid of that hard pan. But if you've ever seen corn or whatnot, it'll go down through the plowed soil, and then the roots will just lay on top of that hard pan, and then they'll stool out this way, never being able to get down below. And that's one of the reasons why I just run the chisel plow over anything else. And I have disked, just run the disc over ground, break it up a little bit, and that's probably what I'm going to do this coming year. After the corn is off, just run the disc, no chisel plow, just run the disc, because I think it'll be all right. But anyway, I'm going to change up that program just a slight little bit, the herbicide program. I'm going to get something a little different. These residuals are killing me. The residuals is what the problem is. I think the water washed the residual herbicide down into those low spots, and that's what has damaged my corn. And that's just what I think it is. Washed it off and away, and because we just had rain that dumped on us, and that's what happened. So anyways, enjoy the rest of what I'm going to put up here from North Carolina, because this is it. I don't even know why I don't have the turbocharger repair. I had a turbocharger. I changed a turbocharger in the 7810, and I'm not seeing that in here. That's a whole nother story. But anyway, enjoy. And